take this as permission. If you have a Twitch stream or you want to use my music in one of your videos or something, this is your permission. Go ahead and use the music.
Hello again, all you beautiful people out there. I am Mrs. Realistic, and I thank you for joining me again today. I am going to cover Wheels Keep Turning. I think this was about 6 or 7 years ago as well. And without further ado, let's just check it out.
PTSD is an understandable, in fact, a normal response to a very life-threatening situation that becomes prolonged and distorted and then begins to occur in situations where no threat exists.
And I don't even know no more. Rolling down the strip in my two-door Chevrolet, and the wheels keep turning. And I don't even know no more. Rolling up the block in my two-tone black and gray, yeah. And the wheels keep turning. I don't even know no more. I swear I don't miss home no more. I swear next time I leave, I'll stay away till y'all don't phone no more. I close all of the open doors and mend all of my broken bones. I'll sew up all the open sores and throw away the gold I own. Tommy was a rapper and his mama taught him better than to have the time of his life on a night he won't remember. But I threw caution to the wind and went to Europe once again and never put the whiskey down because I wished it wouldn't end. And now the shit that I should treasure is the shit that I forget, and the shit that I remember is the shit that I regret. I just want to leave, and where I go,
That's a pretty deep line there. So this is, the video is showing somebody with honorable discharge, you know, PTSD or something like that. But the lyrics saying how his mama didn't raise him that way. And, you know, he's out partying and he didn't want to put the booze down because it was too much fun. The line that he said there, I want to hear that again. It was really good.
Wished it wouldn't end, and now the shit that I should treasure is the shit that I forget, and the shit that I remember is the shit that I regret. I just want to leave, and where I go, I do not know for sure. I look into the mirror, and I swear that I don't know no more. And I don't even know no more. Rolling down the strip in my two-door Chevrolet, and the wheels keep turning. And I don't even know no more. Rolling up the block in my two-tone black and gray, yeah. And the wheels keep turning. And I don't wanna take no pills or wear these fucking golden grills. I swear I just want children and to build a home in rolling hills. Pay all of my hydro bills, spend all my time rhyming still, with nobody to pressure me about radio or signing deals. Tommy was a rapper and his mama taught him better than to spend all of his time on a girl if they not together. But it went in one ear and out the other. Back with this.
That's the way it always is, though, isn't it? You know, your parents try to tell you, and you're just like, yeah, well, whatever, because you think you know it all. But, you know, I've said this to my kids, that I don't say this stuff or make these rules to be a jerk. I say these things and I tell you these things because I don't want you to have to make these huge mistakes or go through certain things that I went through in my life that were incredibly damaging emotionally or physically, for that matter. You know, we try to keep our kids safe and we do the best that we can, but, you know, in this case, his mama tried to tell him, went in one ear and out the other, because you just think that you got it, man. I got this handled. I'm good. And then it spirals out of control, and pretty soon, you know, he's snorting Xanax or whatever it is and falling on the floor. And then it turns into an addiction. And we all know that, you know, Tom has gone through recovery for all of that stuff. So, kids, listen to your parents. We do know some stuff. And I didn't think my parents knew anything. My mom tried to tell me. No, she doesn't know. She can't possibly know what I'm going through. And yet she knew way more than what I was going through. But I was a smart-ass teenager.
Love is time on a girl if they not together. But it went in one ear and out the other. Back with the same bitch again. Fighters, buddies, haters, lovers, enemies, and best of friends. I swear to God I'm leaving y'all. Keeping it 100 with you. Broken hearts and broken bottles. Broke up with 100 bitches. Broken noses, bloody knuckles. Buddy, I ain't fucking with you. Back and forth before, but now I'm bouncing to get back to business. And I don't even know no more. Riding around the city with a blunt in my ashtray. And the weed keeps burning. And I don't even know no more. Rolling down the strip in my two-door Chevrolet. And the wheels keep turning. And I don't even know no more. Rolling up the block in my two-tone black and gray. Yeah. And the wheels keep turning. And I don't even know no more.
So PTSD and snorting drugs, they don't mix. So now he's into like deep paranoia and seeing stuff, hallucinating. I don't know what that be back in 5 minutes meant on his door. Is that he's got a roommate or something?
Even know no more. And I don't even know no more. And the wheels keep turning. And I don't even know no more. And I don't even know no more. And the wheels keep turning.
Oh. Dude, that was hardcore. So, what, at the end he shot his friend and then he took his own life because he couldn't deal with it? Man, you know, it's so prevalent in the military, people coming back with PTSD, getting no help from the VA, and basically being left to struggle on their own. I absolutely cannot imagine what coming home from war would be like. And in fact, my husband, way long before I met him, when he was just out of high school, he was going to go into the military. He had already gotten the process started. He'd enlisted. And then his boss from the business that he actually does now asked if he wanted to be a partner. And he had just, ironically, broken his hand. So he wasn't able to go, I guess, for the date that he was supposed to be leaving. And he was actually able to get out of it at that time. He wasn't like so far in that it was going to be, you know, dishonorable discharge or anything like that. He hadn't done the whole full meal deal, whatever it entails. I can't imagine what his life would have been, or if I ever would have met him, or if he'd be alive to this day if that had happened. He was going to be in Desert Storm, and thankfully instead he took over a business from his boss eventually, and the rest is history. And I met him, 30 years later or something, 25 years later. But the casualties of war are not always physical. I cannot imagine how awful that is to suffer through. And I wish blessings on all of you. This is what happens to a lot of those people. And it's so sad because the mental health crisis in our country is real, and it's stigmatized, and many people don't get help for it. And this is the consequence. So this was a pretty hardcore, deep song and video. This is definitely more of kind of like a Tom style, kind of like watching a short movie, and at the same time, pretty deep messages. So thank you for these requests and suggestions, and I love doing this stuff for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed as well. Thank you for joining me today, and as I always say, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.